Oh, enough of that. Hey, Sonia. Howdy, howdy. All right. I'm just getting some things set up here. All right. Okie dokie. Well, this is as far as the surface is concerned, is the watercolor paper. It's 12 by 16 inch watercolor paper. This time I have Scotch tape here. All right. It just holds a tighter line. I used you look down here. I just used a thicker black for that. So we got titanium white. What did they call this today? All right. Each paint company has a different name and term for paint. But anyway, titanium white. This is just a light blue. We have what is this stuff called again? I don't know why I keep forgetting what it's called. It's because I don't use it. I'm so used to phthalo blue, but this is Prussian blue, yellow ochre, and sap green today. All right, okie dokie. Obviously, as you can see by the little patches here, I just put this on just before I turn the camera on, and I have to let it dry. All right, all right. Well, hey, how you doing, Jessica? Yep, I knew it was you. I knew it was you. Yes, I most certainly did know it was you. And welcome. So, yes, sir. I do have to, like I said, I do have to wait for it to dry. Okay. I don't do too many little face paintings and such. Obviously, when I did this, I sketched this out in pencil and just, you know, put the background around the sketch. Because of the way I'm going to have the leaves formed, blah blah blah. Obviously, you're not going to see the top, and you might not see too much of the curve, but you know, we're still going to paint it like it's going to be the only thing here. All right, so yes, I have my coffee. Oh yes, this is a very well beat down cup. It's been stepped on, rolled across the car seat, you know, and since that awful virus thing goes around, you can't bring the cups in no more. So, but it makes a good handy cup. It's microwavable, so you know, it's a great coffee cup. Here for the house. Okay. All right. And like I say, we're gonna just have a little fun, and all that. Still gotta dry in certain spots, but I guess we'll just go with it. How about that? Okay. I'll take. Let's see. I'll get a. I want a 3/4 inch. Yeah, there we go. This should be fine. 3/4 inch flat here. All right, and we're just gonna block it in, and like I say, we'll just have a little fun with this. I'm not really gonna be too, you know, I've been drinking coffee for so long, it doesn't even have that effect on me. It truly doesn't, not anymore. So I guess I'll try it with this color. Since I've never really used this color before, I'll just kind of drag some of this out. And let's see what happens. And so once again, I'll just kind of paint it in there like I'll get it as close as I can to the black. Some of that black isn't dry, but that's all right. I'm not looking for it to be exactly perfect right now. Once again, I'm just blocking it all in. I'll be going over all of this. All right. But right now, I'm just blocking it in. I don't think I've ever used a color this bright before either for a base or a flower bowl or whatever. So it ought to be pretty fun. It's not too mind-blowingly difficult to paint a vase. It's just getting accustomed to where your light and shadow is really. Right now it's just a base coat. If I happen to go over the lines like I just did here, no big deal, because usually it just wipes away. And if it doesn't, I can go back over it with black, or I go back up with some kind of leaf or something on the ground over there. So no biggie, no big deal. I'll get as close as I can to the other side because I'm kind of going blind when I do this. So I just gotta get as close as I can and just be careful of the edge. If I get it around that edge, I'm good. All right. Once again, if I go over where the lines are, once again, that's okay too, because I'll be going over this again to add the highlights and the shadow side and all that fun stuff. All right. So basically, just block it in. Now, where I want the shine, really up to me. Okay. All right. So let's play around with. All right. I guess I won't use glycerin. Maybe I'll play around with the water. All right. So we'll kind of decorate it. We'll do the water thing. Maybe I want the shine over here and maybe a little darker over here. All right. But you see that it's got this kind of circular type of thing going on. All right, so we'll put it dark here, a little lighter here. All right, okay. All right, well, it's so far, seems to be about 3 people in here so far. And it's a little later, so, you know, I kind of expect not too many people gonna really. Then again, who knows? But it is like a work week, so I understand that. All right, I'm just gonna mix a little bit of white into this color just to brighten it up on this one side. I'm gonna use a little bit of water this time, no glycerin, just water. So I'm gonna use water. All right, because not too many people have glycerin, so we'll just use a little bit of water just to thin it up a little bit. All right, and once again, we're going on this side here, on this side, just like that. All right, and we'll lighten it up here. And it smooths it out, brightens it up, and once again, I'm going in this kind of circular, almost like the backwards letter C pattern, and it goes straight here. Now, as I get darker on the other side, then I'll get it to match through. All right, now obviously it's not really that, you can't really notice it being that bright. I'm gonna just add a little more white. Why am I adding more white? Well, I want it to capture the light. Okay, and as I do it, the more I blend it in there, the more I stroke it in, the more it blends, is what I'm trying to say. All right, and as I do it, see up here, it's not going to matter much. You know, like I said, I can straighten all that out. I got a wider brush. But as you can see, I'm just getting rid of the streaks. Now, it's going to be difficult for you to see exactly what I'm doing because the light in the back of me is actually highlighting that particular side. Okay. But it's mixing in with that light blue. All right. Which is fine. That's cool. Okay. It'll get gradually darker on that side. So let us clean off this brush. So if you guys have any questions, now's the time really to ask them. All right. I'm going to get a little bit more of this blue. going to go with another coat of this blue for right now. I'm not going to add any water to it. I just want a nice solid base coat here on the other side. And it just smooths it out a little bit. And it won't blend it out there. Up here on the top won't matter too much because there's going to be flower petals and stuff surrounding all of that. I'm going to take the smallest part of a darker blue, get some of this lighter blue, and mix it together like this. All right. Get a little bit of water, put it in there, loosen it up a little bit. And so we'll start building a shadow side or shade side to this, so it will establish at least a darker side. Okay. Now, as I'm doing this, and I'm kind of going around, circling it around, especially on this edge here, as we do it. Now, as I'm doing this, I'll be going through this again because I want to just give it a sense of depth. And once again, I'm not using any medium. It's just more or less water. All right. So I'll be going over this again. And as I go in there, it will be getting lighter. All right. So don't get nervous if it doesn't turn out looking the way you want it to look as of yet. Just give it a few. All right. Going back into it again just to smooth out some areas. And it's getting a little tacky, and it's fine. That's fine. We're going to get a little touch of white, a little touch of blue, and we're going to lighten it up a little bit. Going back into this other blue. Just get it a little lighter, get a little water in there, thin it out, because now you're just playing with different values now, here and there. And we'll do it around in here. That's not bright enough. Get a little more white. You're going to blend all of that together. Nice circular motion. Blend it. We're going to go into a little bit of our darker blue. Come back in. Get a little bit of water because we're going to blend it. Come back to its edge. Keep on blending. Get it close to the edge right in there. And once you get it close there, you're gonna kind of steer it around there. You know, nice circular motion. I'm just take off the rest of the paint. It's not totally dry because I want it to kind of blend there. Follow that path, that little circular path there. I'm going to come over in here and establish that little rim down there on the bottom, just like this. And I'm going to take some of the lighter color, and we're going to go from the other side. And I'm going to meet it right in there like that. Okay, I'm going to clean off the brush. And we're going to blend those two together. Now, knowing that I'm blending with water instead of glycerin, it will have a tendency to kind of dry quickly on you. So you have to work a little briskly. Like so. I'm going to take a little bit of that dark blue. I'm going to go right here to the end. Right in here. Just like that, kind of See this? Okay. See, you need a little dark in there to help to bring that out a little bit. And I'll gently pat the edges there. We're gonna take, I'll show you here. We'll do it this way. I'm gonna get a little bit of water. Now that blue is on the edge of my brush here. I'm just gonna kind of stroke back and forth like that. Now I probably got a little bit of blue on the other side, but it's all right because it's lighter. And I'm gonna establish a darker blue side here. Just what you see me do, where it's like that. Come back around. I can make it a little thicker by just dragging it around here. Come back on the other side. Now you can make this as dark as you feel you have to. Okay. And what I'm doing the corner of a brush. Usually this method takes a little bit of paint to get it to the look and feel right. But it's paint on one side of the brush and not much paint on the other side of the brush, which gives you that kind of look. Okay. And then once again, you softly just blend all that together on that side. I'll go back into my lighter paint. That might be a little too light. Let's get a little touch of blue there. A little bit of water, not too much water. Once again, we'll just kind of need more white in that, believe it or not. And blend it. Keep on blending. Okay. I'm going to get some get a nice little touch of white right on the corner of the brush. You guys can see what I'm doing here. And we'll just kind of pop a little shine right in there like that. And I'll probably just leave it alone and maybe get something right here on the edge, just like that. All right. I'll probably get another little dip and probably put a little something right there on that edge like that. I don't have to do anything really up here. Okay, maybe I'll add a dot and a line up here in case I end up covering that with leaves or something. Okay. All right. This half-loaded brush is actually a painting style within itself. Okay. Sometimes you can double load. This is just single loaded. But I'm going to load just one side. Try to keep the other side kind of blank. I'm going to come here. Now, like I say, it's weird for me to do it on, because I am a lefty. So I got to do it on the side that I really can't see to. I got to shift my body there. And as you can see, I can make it just darker. Right? And as I slowly go back and forth, I'm blending as I'm adding that darker color. Okay, it's a nice gentle blend. You can make that as thick as you would like. If it's too thin there, bring it out a little bit, and once again back and forth. So you can make that rounded edge even more prominent. Now this is where it's really up to you how you want to do it. I'm gonna bring some of that dark back in here, and then I'll just kind of pat it away a little bit. Just like that. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take some of this black that I have, because remember, I can always correct what I feel I've kind of messed up on a little bit, or at least not messed up, I overpainted. And that's right down here. See, you can straighten that right out. And if you want, you can even make kind of a curve. And you curve that, even that dark area. I'm gonna turn my brush around. So we got a little bit of a curve there to kind of help round that out a bit. Just like that. All right. Now you see the light side, you see the darker side, which will be pronounced even more once we put the flowers in. All right. All right. I guess I'll stick with this this brush for the time being. Okay. Let's play with some background stuff right now. Let's take some of this sap green. We'll just go right straight with the sap green because the sap green is going to blend in with a little bit of this black, make it kind of mysterious back there. No glycerin or anything. If I needed a little more, well, I'll just add water if I need anything else. But I'm just going to take it right now, just like this, and I'll kind of do one of these numbers, just like that, and just kind of scrub it in there like this. I'm gonna come up here and do the same thing. No water, just to paint right now. That's all, just to paint, just like that. Some background things. All right, there's a reason why I'm doing this for the background. And we'll just kind of scumble it in there. Let's take a little bit of this dark blue. We're gonna do the same thing with the dark blue. The dark blue, we'll kind of pop it in here like this. Come back here, come on up here a little bit. We'll put a little bit of it in the green. Come down in here. Take a little bit of that blue. Now, it's obviously it's gonna dry up by the time we get to doing whatever I want to do here. But there's a reason why I'm just adding that in there. All right. I don't have to put any white in it or anything. Basically, I just want the paint to kind of dry. But, you know, it's in there. Okay. I guess with that blue, I'll take a little tiny touch. I don't want it to be really too extravagant. We'll pop some white in there. Just like that. And maybe a little bit of that color in here in this corner, and maybe a little bit up in here. We'll get rid of some of that. Let's get a little bit of blue and let's scumble that blue right up on that white like this. No shapes, just patterns. Pop a little bit of that in there. Something like that. All right. I think I'm gonna still take this brush. This is a 3/4 inch flat brush, and it's time for a quick coffee break. I'm gonna get a little bit of white and pop it in there in that green. A little bit of blue, put it in there. This is background stuff. I'm pulling the brush toward me so it keeps, at least the brush keeps a point. I'm gonna do it with water, no glycerin, because not too many people have vegetable glycerin readily available. Okay. Once again, it keeps a fairly nice tight edge. And we're just going to kind of pop in some wild grass like things in there like this. And I'm just using the back, the edge of the brush. Okay, just like that. I'll kind of get them out there like this. I don't really want them too super thick. Just like that. We'll put some of those sticking out here. Get a little bit more green. Get a little, I think I used white, right? I can't remember. It's a little dark. No, I used blue. Let's darken that back to that blue. My bad. Thought I used white. I did not. I used blue. A little more blue and darken it up a little bit. Once again, these are just background things here. Let's kind of pop some this way. Once again, using the kind of the back end of the brush, just like this. We'll have a couple come down this way, traveling that way. We'll make a couple stragglers coming down here, like that. All right, intersect a few of these here. I kind of like that one, so let's do one of those up here and make a thick one like that. I don't know, I like it. It looks cool. Just like that. All right, nice. Let's get some more water. I want some more leaves in the back. Let's get a little touch of black. It's gonna turn that green kind of grayish, which is fine. Just like that. So it's just green with a little black. But once again, background. I gotta think background. Now I put a little bit of water on this thick brush. All right. Okay. So let's get some fellas come out here like this. Just like that. One there. Stop, go down. And we're gonna kind of curve them in like that. All right. We'll have one kind of come out here, get thick. He's dripping down there like that. It's a long one in that fashion. I gotta adjust the focus every time I do something like this, because it will throw things off. I like the 3, but we'll add another one right in here like this, and then we'll put one coming slightly inward like this, like that. All right. Maybe something out here, just like so, and we'll leave that alone just like that. The fun thing is, once you know, because it's in water and I'm not using glycerin, all right, once it dries, you can start adding, like, if you want more of a shadow, more of a black into it, you can do that. I'll wait for it to dry a few more minutes and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, let's play around some more. I'll use a smaller brush. I'll try to get a hold of a decent 1/2 inch brush. I know I have one floating around here somewhere. There it is. I'll just use this one for now because it's still kind of partially background things. I'm gonna just wet this brush up a little bit. Okay, let's go. This one kind of sort of still keeps a decent edge. Let's take, let's take some yellow ochre. Well, we'll put it here. Yellow ochre and a little bit of this blue. It's gonna kind of make it a weird type of green. We're gonna play with different types of green. All right, just like that. I'm gonna keep building that up until I get the green I want here. Okay. All right, that should be okay. Get a little bit of water. Loosen up the paint just a little bit. And it's just really to get the paint moving along. Okay. Nobody's talking to me. At least asking any questions. Nope. No, this brush isn't thin enough, or it doesn't keep a point enough. I'm gonna get this paint off my brush since I mixed with it. So I'll just get the paint off my brush. We'll push this over here. I'll just get it off my brush there. And now I'm gonna have to use a better brush than this. This one's not keeping the edge. I thought I would be able to do that with this one. And the answer is no. It's not going to happen. Will you do it for me? You might. Let's see. This is a longer bristled half inch. All right. It might help. It might keep. We'll see. Okay, we'll just kind of push this color into the bristles. Keep a pretty decent edge, and it does. All right. I guess we'll kind of pop in some. Well, let's see. We can probably come out here. Very thin, thick, and then we need some more water. I don't want my paint to break apart too easy. It needs to be a little smoother. Okay, that one I can get away with. It's all right. Let's put one kind of up here. Let's kind of cross it and go this way. All right. Yeah, we'll put maybe a few more. Let's have them just like come out of nowhere out here. Get thick and just kind of wiggle this way down like that. We'll do another one. Maybe it comes out this way like that, and we'll pop one here and go in the opposite direction. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, let's take okay, no problem, Sonia. I appreciate it. As you see, we got different flavors of green happening going on around there. Okay. All right. I'm looking for. Well, we can play around with some. We'll do a few baby's breath. I'll probably more or less incorporate some other colors in here. We're gonna run into this little sky blue. We're gonna put it right here. We get some white with the sky blue. We'll kind of mix it in, make it really light. Some of this stuff that I'm doing may be covered up a little bit later, but that's okay. So I'll kind of play around with some. It's like get almost like an oval, and then you take the oval and make it a little airy on the edges, just like this. Pleasant little taps there. All right, we'll put a partial one right here, like it's kind of sneaking behind that leaf there, just like that. We'll put one, and we'll pop one right here. Come on top of that leaf if you would like, just like that. Have it kind of butt in there. All right, like so. Let's get some more very gentle touches. Okay, we'll put one like behind this guy right here. All right, and we'll probably slap one. How about almost coming off the page right here? Just like that. Okay, so we got a few of those hanging around, just, you know, chilling out. I'm looking for, well, actually, it's all right. We can use this. No, I don't want to dare use this brush. Not that one. Oh, we got one right here. This one here should somewhat keep a pretty straight line. I have so many brushes. Some I barely use, like this fellow. All right, we'll take a little bit of green, a little touch of white. It keeps a pretty straight edge. I'm gonna use a little water, no glycerin, but just use water. Every once in a while, I'll do a put it right in there like that. This one here can kind of act like it's going behind the plant there like this, and then who knows? This one can probably go come right on in. All right, this one can kind of curve behind it. It kind of curves in like that. Okay, let's get a little bit of this funky yellow ochre here. And we'll get some green in that yellow ochre. We'll kind of do one of these numbers. Get a little bit of water, loosen it up a bit, pull it toward me. I might want it a little darker, so we'll put some black in there. It'll gray it up a bit. Okay. Okay. And we'll come maybe out around in here. We'll come down like that, and we'll kind of pop in. Be careful. Pop in a leaf in there like that, and one here, and we'll kind of bring it on down there like that. Get some more. Like I say, these fellows are kind of in the back there. We'll just kind of maybe come off of one like this and just and so this is just really little patterns of leaves. Come here and get a look of something going on back there. It's all right. Maybe we'll have a little something up around in here like this. Get a slight touch of water, loosen up the paint just a little bit. I just want the shape of the leaf. Like that. And we'll come here, we'll do a little bit of that here. Now, when you add water to paint, be careful because it does have a tendency to get very transparent on you. Okay, so just be mindful of that. And I'm just getting interesting little leaf patterns. Remember, this is still background stuff. So some of this might be painted over, don't know yet. Who knows? Just like that. And they don't really need much detail. Once again, background stuff. Okay, just background stuff. Okay, as I'm looking at things here, we're gonna get a and I'll probably introduce some more colors, but that'll be slowly. Okay, I kind of like this brush. This seems to be doing all right. I'll keep this brush right out here where I can spot it easily. All right, let's get my I have a smaller silver, but I think I'll use the bigger one. Hopefully I didn't damage this silver too bad. We'll see. We see how it takes with the water. I'm gonna need some different colors. Hopefully this silver still holds up. We'll see in a second. Let's get a little bit of well, you know what? Let's play with some orange. I never really mess with the orange too much, so let's play with a little bit of orange today. All right, all right. You've had your coffee today and tonight. Yeah, I had coffee today, midday. Yeah. Now, orange, like yellow, kind of needs a little help to kind of stick out there. All right, which is why I'm adding the white to the orange. Okay. All right, just a little bit of water, loosen up the paint. I don't really want it too transparent, and I'm pulling it towards me, kind of, sort of. Actually, I'm pulling it in that direction. All right. Now, with such a bright color, you know, it tends to pop out on you. I'm just going to come out here, press, and then go inward. Press, go inward, press, go inward like that, press, go in. All right. So we got something like that hiding around. We're going to kind of do one here, curve it. Just like that. And then we're going to curve it again. There'll be a little something in the middle of that. All right. And then we'll just kind of add little nonchalant little petals around in there like this. And we'll come behind that leaf a little bit like that. Probably have some laying around in here like this. All right. Yeah, we'll just kind of have them laying around. We'll just go in the other direction here like that, and kind of have them kind of playing around in there. I'll add a little touch of white, go in this corner, a little touch of white, go down here a little bit. So we add a little separation with some of these guys, some of them like that. Just like so. Come here and add a bright one there. Maybe it's a little brighter over here. Just like that. So some of them gotta, we gotta wake a few of them up here. Because this is the lit side, so we'll kind of add a little brightness over there. Just like that. We got some the back of the furrow, so I'm just wiping it off the back of the furrow there. Oh. No. Yeah, we'll maybe pop a couple of ones going peekaboo back out here like this. Alright. Oh, maybe even in this corner. You might not see them when it's all said and done, but I just want to add some flavor in certain spots there. We can come here, add some little fellows in there like this. Impressions of that one, and we'll just kind of add little cute little things hiding around this. We'll put some more in there. Just in different little spots here and there. We'll start filling some of this area up. Just like that. Like I said, we'll add little bits of color here and there as we go along. So I kind of slowly build up little bits of color. I'll use the back of the brush, and we'll kind of pop in little red dots in there. Get some more. It's just the back of the brush, and sometimes it just takes a couple of little dots there. Okay, because you gotta remember there's going to be other bigger flowers and leaves going on, so you don't really want to go too much in detail with a few of these. I think that should be good somewhat. That should be all right. Okay, enough of that. Definitely don't want to put up anything too big and red in there. That's not really what I'm looking for right now. All right, let's because I know there's gonna be stuff in front of these, so I'm not really too concerned about that. Let's kind of here. Watch this. Let me show you something real cute. Watch what I'm gonna do here. I haven't done this in a while. Hopefully I remember how to do it. Let's take this brush. I'm gonna show you something. Let's see if I can even get away with it. This might be a little early to do it, but it's all right. Let's take some white, put it right on the end. Watch this. Watch what I'm gonna do. I'll go right about. Well, we'll do it with this one. We'll come about here and just add little things like this. We'll keep it about that size, and we'll kind of add another one. Touch lightly and go right off the tape. There's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. You'll see in a second. Like I said, hopefully I can get away with it. But you need that dot type of pattern happening here. All right. I'm gonna go right across the page with it. Keep it at a certain height, but definitely go below the tape. I'm gonna turn my brush over. Apparently I got more on the other side here. I don't want to block it. I still want to keep that little dot-like pattern. down below the tape a little bit. Something like that. This is going to be pretty neat. Now, if it's too dotted, I can do something with it. I'm gonna go across. I'm gonna get a little bit of a line there. It kind of have to be somewhat even anyway. Something like that. All right. Okay. Now remember, we got tape down here, so it's not gonna really. You'll see. You'll understand in a second. All right. See if I can get away with it. I'll get a small bit of water, rinse it, get this brush. Don't want to put too much water on it. I'm gonna get some of the water off the brush. I just need some of this paint to travel a little bit. I'm just tapping a little bit more. All right, now I'm gonna go and kind of go this way. Watch. Let's see if I can get away with it. As long as I kind of keep in the same direction, like that. See, you know, look like weird wood grain on the table. Isn't that weird? See how easy that is? I haven't done nothing like that in a while. Just want to see, you know. But doesn't that look like strange wood pattern? That's the edge of the table. Then you got the little line fold. Huh? Doesn't that look neat? Didn't think you can do that, huh? Oh, Amanda Potter, you almost had a chance, dear. You almost had a chance. Unfortunately, you're about to be disappeared. Bye, Amanda. Oh, Amanda. Such high hopes for you. You got the wrong one on duty tonight. We're going to take black and I'm just going to make little squiggles. Just little like this. Don't even make them perfect. Just kind of make that little squiggle thing happen. Just go a little further. Let's kind of add up right up in here. A little half dot, half squiggle. See this? You know what I'm doing? I'm making the seams in the wood there. See that? And then you can take it. Now you don't make the squiggles, but you just kind of make a nice line, kind of going that way. You don't have to be perfect. Okay. Come up in here a little bit more, and then see that? Make it just like that. You could probably pop one in there somewhere, just like so. But look at that effect already. Okay. Apparently not. Funny. Yeah. She's horrible at Monopoly. Poor Amanda. She is in YouTube jail. You see, Jessica, sometimes we can just be silly. I'm going to highlight a little bit of that crease here. You just don't make the highlights even. You kind of rough it up a little bit like that. Okay. See, just tap it around. All right. Now, as you can see, what I'm doing here. All right, not everything has to be kind of super even and whatnot. All right, just doesn't have to be. And I'm just taking it and just establishing kind of a brighter edge there. Okay. Oops. Just like that. The bottom edge, I can, kind of wipe it there. All of that. You can do the same. You can add more black in here. All right, if you want to make it a little more mysterious looking. Okay. That's right. Bye, Felicia. I remember that saying. All right. But, okay, here we go. Like I say, we got some of these brighter ones. We can come in with that. Where's my trusty filbert? Here, filbert. Here, filbert. I think filbert went hiding. There it is. Filbert went into hiding. Let's take a little bit of titanium white, a little bit of orange here. A little more white. I'm just pulling the, get a little water here. I'm just pulling the paint toward me here. And once again, we can slowly kind of build. See, once you go over a couple of these petals with the color you've already done, all right, it just tends to stick out even more. Okay. And I don't want to do all of them, just a few. Curve them in there. Just like that. And it just helps kind of sell the illusion of, some highlights here and there. All right. I have there's a giant tree in the backyard. It's got to weigh probably maybe in excess of 10 tons. Because the tree's got to be about 50 feet high. But it's falling. The roots are actually out of the ground. So it looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa right now. And I mean right now. So cars have to be moved away from it. I think the landlord's been notified about it. It's a monstrous tree. It's very tall. I should take pictures of it. But I know we're supposed to get some strong winds tonight and possibly tomorrow. So it was strong winds that actually bring it down. It's a dead tree. Okay, so it's definitely going to shake the foundation of this place once it does decide to give up the ghost. But unfortunately, there's a garage, a brick garage in the back. A tree fell on it already and it cracked the foundation of the garage. That garage is going to collapse. But hey, they've been told, so yeah, whatever. All right. Like I say, not much detail on these. Won't need to be because they're in the back once again. Okay. All right. I think I've done enough with that. Let's hit the focus real quick there. Get you guys in a little sharper. All right. Now, let's start building in some main colors for the few flowers and some leaves and whatnot. Okay. Which is why I only did so much for the background. Okay, so the leaves or the flowers have to be a certain size. I'm just thinking on really what color should I have them. I'm thinking, I don't know what really. I guess I can go with the basic red, I guess. The red will stand out pretty decent, and plus I don't have to really use white for highlights. I can use orange and pinks and other colors like that. I'm just cleaning off the palette. Whatever colors I might need to use, at least I got a nice clean surface to mess around with. So I can kind of get rid of this stuff. I might let the black linger a little bit. Who knows? We'll see. But I know there's going to be at least maybe 2 or 3. Depends how big I have them also. So a couple of factors are involved with this. Okay. So what color do I really want? For these guys, I guess I'll mess around with I guess red would be okay, I suppose. So, yeah, we'll just pop the red in here. It kind of don't matter. I do have a little bit of green, which is its color opposite. So if I need something a little darker, I'll go that route. Let's take one of these guys, and we're just going to start to fill it out right now. Once again, no medium. I'm gonna just use water. So we'll get some red. We'll put the red right here. Maybe a little ochre in that red. So we'll do one of these. All right. Okay. We'll do something like that. All right. Now right now I'm just gonna block. Get a water, thin it out a little bit. We just block the initial shape of the flower. Okay. Where do I want one? Let's kind of pop one. We'll pop one in there like this. Okay. And maybe, yeah, we'll just kind of pop them in there like that. I don't know if I want them like dead on or whatever. Who knows? But at least we'll get one like that for right now, okay? All right. Let's go and put another one. Like that, maybe. But have it come out a little bit more here. And flare out that way. Okay, so it'll be a little something like that. All right, and I know you guys don't really see that, but I'll just mark it with white real fast so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. Somewhere around in there. All right. And then everything else is like kind of behind it. So he's on the side a little bit. Okay. Let's get some more of this. And maybe, just perhaps, we'll just kind of pop. Almost looks like a little bud in there. We'll play around with something like that right here. All right. Okay. So maybe we'll deal with that right now. For right now. Okay. All right. As I'm looking at it, I'm gonna get a little bit of green. I'll pop the green in here. Why am I using green and red? They're two color opposites, and I kind of need like a dark in there. I'll get a little touch of black just to deepen it, just like that. Still in the family of red. See? Okay. All right. I'm just thinking about something here. It's not dark enough. A little more. Maybe that might work. And we'll kind of darken it here in the middle. I think I'll just keep it right here in the middle, I guess. So that means the outside of that thing's gonna grow. That's what it appears to be right now. I'm gonna come here and I'll kind of pop some dark in there like this. Just like that. All right. Now with red flowers, you really don't highlight with white. Okay, I just put that there just for you guys can kind of see what's gonna go there. I'll kind of wipe it away a little bit there. All right. I'll just wipe it away. It's all right. Get rid of it like that. You still see it. So, okay. So I think we're good in here as far as this is concerned. All right. Because like I say, this flower probably looks dead on. This one here is more to the side. All right, and we've got a bud here. Okay, all right. Hey, Rosemary, how are you? Good to see you. More coffee. Okay, I can use this brush more or less to kind of, you just get the bulk of the petals going. All right, so I did some of the dark stuff. We're gonna go a wee bit lighter. I don't necessarily need this, so we can just kind of push this away. But when you highlight with red, or a red flower, one of the last colors you use really is white and red, because it starts turning pink. Or, you know, you highlight it really with if I got to burn the orange out here, a little bit of orange. You highlight it with orange, you highlight it with some of the yellow, oranges and yellows. Now you can add white into them, okay, and go that route. All right, okay. All right, now since this isn't the true red of this, I can actually use some of this. Right, I'll just kind of get some of it, put it right here. Remember, no glycerin. I'm just using regular. I'll just use a little bit of water. Now remember, water will thin this out almost a little too much. It all depends on the thickness of paint, what kind of paint you have. If you got thin watery paint like craft paint, I strongly advise you not to do it. With thicker paint, you can kind of get away with it. All right, so we'll start with this guy first. Matter of fact, let's zoom in a bit. We've been looking outward. Let's come in like that. Let's move this over like so, and we'll sharpen this, put it back in focus. Okay. All right, I don't know if I can get away with it, because I don't think this is a chalk pencil. But let's say, okay, this petal here, I can come, no, that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna have to do it this way. It comes out this way and goes in. We'll do a simple one. We'll come out this way and it kind of goes in that way. And this one kind of, we got it flaring out. Now the vanishing point for it, we'll put the dot right there, like right there, so you guys can see that. All right. All right, I'll pull this paint towards me once more. And this is just a guide, or we're blocking in color. I'm taking it, I'm gonna press, and we'll make it kind of disappear. You overlap your previous one, press, go aim it right towards that dot. And what I'm doing is I'm lifting as I do it. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit more red. This is just a red right out of the tube. Just a little touch of water, just to thin it up just a little bit. I don't want it too transparent. Okay. We're going to do it again. This one here is almost more of a straight shot. Pull and you lift up. Pull and you lift up. Pull and you lift up. Okay, I'm starting to get a turn in there. Just like that. You're not going to really see it until I start highlighting. This guy, I think I'm going to have in front of the rest. But until I, really block it in there. Just like that. I'm not getting rid of all of the underlying color, but I kind of see and know what I want. Okay, actually, we can pretty this up a little bit, just like that. All right. Okay, now we'll highlight. All right. I can get away with using, living the dream, Rosemary. I'm living the dream. I can highlight with a little bit of the orange. Now, orange, once again, like cad yellow, is a little bit on the transparent side. You have to beef it up with a little bit of white. I'm taking my brush, I'm pulling it towards me. It keeps a nice sharp edge. Okay, let's see if I can see. Okay, keep a nice tight edge there. Okay. Here, let's start on this side. The light source is coming from over here, so I gotta be mindful of that. Let's go here. I'm gonna give it a little push, and we're gonna pull. Okay, just like that. Now that little drippy thing there, it's not what I wanted, but it's all right. It's okay right now. All right, and I can angle my brush a little bit to get a little rough look, just like that. And then I don't have to keep giving the push. All right, I don't, not really necessary for me to. I'll get a stronger one here, give me a nice edge. I'll brighten it out, and then I'll curve it. Get that one there, and we'll kind of curve it. This one here I want curved a little more, go in like that, smooth it out a little bit. Water gives you a different type of shading, a different type of look, because, well, we'll give an edge here and an edge here, just like that. Now remember, I wanted this leaf to come out, so I'm gonna give a push, and we're gonna go a tight angle, just like that, and then I'm gonna follow that right out. Like that. I'll kind of make it disappear like so. All right, but now you see the little frills happening with it. Okay, all right, I'm gonna just wipe off my brush, go into this yellow ochre. I might not necessarily need the white for the yellow ochre, because it's more of the shaded part of the plant. Okay, and so we'll continue, but we're going to continue with the yellow ochre, and we'll just kind of pop it in there like that, and then we'll kind of come here and kind of pop it in. Now I can use my hand and soften some of this, because I don't want it to be so abrupt. All right. I think we're good here with that. I think we're okay. We're fine with that. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of red, just a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna put this ochre in the red. Let's get a little ochre in red. Okay, still in the red family, still there, still in the red family. A little bit of water, thin it up a little bit. So these are gonna flow in the back there. It's these guys back here. You don't have to add such a strong there, just like that. I'll come here and curve it, curve, just like that. Just gonna put some of these guys back here. This one, kind of curve him in there like that, and just make him disappear over in there, just like so. Okay, all right, alrighty. Let's go with we'll play with this fellow up here. We'll give him a little bit of ochre and white. So I hope I'm not losing you guys. All right. How do I want to do this one? Because the light source is coming from here, so actually, how do I want to do this? I'll curve him in there like this, so we'll give him a little bit of a brush him a little bit on this side, and we'll give him a little lip here. Oh, you guys can't see that. Sorry about that. You guys can't see it. Come on, man. I thought this WD-40 would work for you. It does not. I'm gonna have to take it apart when I really feel like delving into that. Okay, it's actually that fellow up there. We're just gonna use a little bit of red, straight red here. I'm gonna put plenty on the brush, and we're gonna kind of go from here, and we're gonna curve it this way. Remember, it's kind of shaded over here on this side, but it's okay. We're gonna do it like that. All right, all right. Yeah, we can. Well, maybe back here we can do this just a little. Gotta press it a little bit because this is the actual raw paint here. So I'm gonna have to give it a little press. I'm not using any medium, so I'm gonna have to really put it in there, just like that, just to denote it is the shadow side we're messing with back here. All right. I really don't have to do it too much here. It's starting to be on the highlighted side, so we'll just pop just a few bits of red over there. Not really too much on the bottom there. Let me pull this back. Well, no, because I'm already on this flower, so I guess I don't have to pull anything back. All right, let's get a little bit of red. We'll deal with the guys in the back down there. A little red, a little bit of ochre. Okay, a little touch of water. We'll thin this up a little bit. All right, just like that. We'll pull this toward me. Now, medium just helps the flow of the paint a lot better. But this usually gets kind of confusing for people. I'll just put a bright dot right there. But all roads lead to Rome. Okay, so your strokes are kind of come toward that way. Okay, so we'll take this one and we'll kind of pull them in. These guys are in the back, don't have to be extremely detailed, just like that, and we'll kind of pull him in, and he's gonna go in kind of a circle like that. And what I'm doing really, well, I don't have to do all that. It's just pressing, and I'm gonna let it go. Pressing, and I'm gonna let it go. But all the strokes, I can give it a little push here. All the strokes are going to look, aim toward. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing too much to this, but trust me, things are happening. You just don't see it fully enveloped as of yet. But what was I saying? Everything is going to aim toward the flower, the center of the flower. You're not going to see it really too much with a color this dark, because once again, this is the bottom of the flower. At least what's perceived to be the bottom of the flower as of right now. It might grow on us. All depends which way I want to go with it. Okay, now I will take a little bit of orange and white. Remember, I'll pop some red in there. As we get above those lower flowers there. Okay, so right now, once again, we'll put the dot right there where you can see it. Okay, this is the inside of the flower. So, here, I'll do like this. I'll start right here. It's like a kind of a cup thing here, and I'll push in like this, and I'm gonna push in and keep like a circle. This is like almost the outside of the bowl. I'll keep it kind of circly, if that's a word, just like this. All right, so all of this right here, this little edge, all right, that's the inside. This is the bowl on the outside here. All of this is the bowl, all out here. All right, that's the bowl there. So everything is kind of cupped like this, and that's that dark spot. Now, we'll get a little bit of water. Of course, I don't have, well, really don't need, yeah. I don't have no more orange, but that's okay. We'll get some more orange. We'll pop the orange right in here. Once again, you're better off don't totally use white. You can use yellow, you can use orange, you can use whatever type of yellow. Okay, but don't use just regular white. Once again, you're gonna get a pink carnation instead of I'm adding white to the orange and to the yellow. Yeah, pop a little bit of red in there, just like that. And remember, anything with titanium white mixed in. Now you can use mixing white and get away with that, but when you add white, especially titanium white, it has it's extremely opaque. So be careful, mindful of that. All right, basically what I want really is a slight push, and you're going inward. Slight push inward, and you come out. And you really want the actually, I just want the edge. It's going to be brighter than this. You'll right now I'm just kind of building where all of that is. All right, but you'll see I'm gonna add. This is where I can probably get away with using well, I'll just use orange and white. I'll put it right here, a little orange and white instead, just like this. And all I need is a nice edge. All right, so I'll take this right here. Now the light source is coming here, not necessarily meaning this is going to be. I can have the opposite edge get the highlight right here, all up in here, right up in here. This can get the funky highlights there, right up in here. And since the light is behind this, that don't necessarily have to be that bright, but it can be bright here. Okay, so there's all sorts of ways you can play with this. All right, but you see how that's starting to look there. If you want some of this stuff to catch it, some of the outside stuff to catch it, you can do that too. Like out back here, you can have some of this catch it. Really soft. All right, but not all of it. Over here, this little edge, you can have this edge catch a little bit of it, but not too much. Okay, now since that is covered over there, and that doesn't necessarily here, inside here, you have to be kind of careful. You just little indescript circular things right inside the cusp in there, just like that. You don't have to add really too much to that. All right, but just because the light's hitting there, so it's going to hit that outside, go shine right over that. All right, okay. Oh, let's have some more fun. Let's add a little bit of red to this, just a little bit, slight touch of red in there, little touch of water. All right, and let's get some other ones in there. That might be still a little too pinkish, but it's okay. Let's make it a little more red. We're going to curve it downward. I really want the edge. Nothing else really. All this can be kind of faded out. Actually, as I'm doing that, I can actually, it gives me reason to put another edge, another rim of color there, actually. So right in here, and all I need really is a little push of color, just like this. Don't have to do any more. I want the edge on the top, not necessarily on the followed up on the bottom. Bottom can be faded out, but just a nice little rim of color there. All right. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost done. A little more red. So if you guys are getting kind of tired, I understand. Like I say, some people have to work. I know my buddy is on tonight. He probably notices that I'm painting too. It's hard because he's in Oregon. He's 3 hours back from me, so it's only 8 o'clock for him. I'm gonna get a little bit of black, just a little bit, because I'm gonna add a little shadow. Add that shadow right in here, and come outward. Right in there, add that shadow in there. We're gonna come outward with it, out into the other petals. Just like so. Have it come outward. And it kind of smooths that. Okay. All right. Now that I've added that, I can take some regular red right out of the tube there, and we can play around with right here on this side. And it's just me, just framing some of the darker petals in there. But because this is kind of represented almost like the darker side, I can kind of pop them in there, and it just establishes a stronger light and shaded side, like that. Okay, we can take some of this orange and red. Okay, and we'll kind of pop in some little, and I'm just making really, it's just comma strokes. So some of it, you can see some of the petal work back there. Okay, let's take some of this color. I like this color, and we'll add some striations. Just like that. And we'll come here, add a few. I overlap a little bit, just like that. I can fade some of those striations away just a little bit. All right, okay. Yeah, I have that effect on people. Let's get a little green, a little white. We'll kind of deepen it with a little bit of red there. We'll kind of put that fella back there like that. take a, oh man, no, well, no, I don't have any. Hold on. We'll just make our green real quick. We'll use yellow and black. A little bit of yellow, a little bit of black. So we'll get a little bit of black. Pop it in that yellow there. It's like this. And instantly we make our own type of green here. Just like that. There we go. Yes, yellow and black makes green. See? Okay. All right. Okay. And we'll just kind of, what I'll do is I'll just press, wiggle, come back up, boom. Press, wiggle, come back up, bam, just like that. Get some of those going in there like that. Come out here, do the same thing, boom. Try to pop one in there real quick if I can. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's get a little bit of orange. We'll pop the orange. We'll pop some orange in there like that. We'll get some of these guys maybe down here. So let's go down here. Okay. So we'll pop some of those guys down here like this. And pop them in different directions. We'll put them right in front of that leaf there. Come down like that. Come, see this? And we'll kind of pop them in there and they're on the floor like that. We'll kind of pop some this way. Kind of fill up that area in here. All right, get a little bit more orange, pop it in there. Just a cute mixture of you know, just some things coming around there like that. Come up here like this. Maybe up around in there. Pop some up here like that. I think you guys can kind of see those. Just like that. Pop them in there. Let's rinse that off real quick. And let's go with a little bit of white, a little bit of green, touch of red in there, and we'll pop some different things in there, like that. Come in there like this, come out, push like that. Right on top of the other ones. Get a little bit of water. Kind of wet that up a little. Well, aim one downward. Come on down like that. Pop some up here. Come off the page like this a little bit. Go the other direction. Like that. Just add little doodad things. Maybe something kind of up there like that. All right. Okay. As I'm looking, let's get a little bit of orange and white. Once again, we'll return to orange and white for a second. Little love on this side here. Let's get a little stronger bit of love here. See, it's a different feel, once again, doing this with water instead of the glycerin. Okay, got that. I'm gonna add some, well, we're gonna call it a glaze. It's just a little bit of black. A little black and red, I guess. We'll come up here and add some of this a little deeper. Put it right in there like that. I want a deeper color, but we're gonna have to saturate it with a little bit of water. That's kind of the color I'm looking for. Let's get a little water and we'll kind of rinse some of that off. That should be okay. And we're gonna come here with this water mix and we're gonna kind of surround that in shadow. We're gonna kind of rub that out a little bit so it doesn't really there. Just like so. Put it in there. Come up around in here a little bit. And what this does is just deepens the oh Jesus. All right, up there. This is where I'm at. It just deepens the flower. Sorry about that. That's my only bad habit about doing it manually like that, is that if I'm explaining something and I forget about the camera, you guys don't see nothing. Explained beautifully, but you don't see jack. My fault. So, my bad. All right. Let me see what else. Let's rinse this off. If I want to set some of those leaves back in the background, further back, let's pull this back here. Like that. Let's focus this. Let's say I take this black and water it down just a little bit. Okay, it's got a little red in it. It's all right. Well, these guys back here can kind of see this. You see what I'm? They'll just now remember this glaze, the water disappear. So if I wanted to just kind of put some of this further in the back, and this is how you do it. All right, remember that it dries, so don't worry about that. It's not gonna, you know, put him back there too. And you're just kind of, once again, just kind of putting some of these guys a little further back. And it brings other flowers kind of up a little bit more. When you put some things in the back there, and I'm just using black and water. It's got shades of red in it. All right, some of these green ones back here can be taken care of just like this. So maybe you want the brighter ones to come out a little more, so you can put some of this on it. You're not totally making things disappear, but you're just kind of subduing the color. All up in between here, you can add some of this, just to put, like I said, some of that green stuff. Bring it back there a little. Okay. So what you want to be in the front will be in the front. All right. Let me pull this thing back because you guys aren't really seeing it, because I'm forgetting. Okay, let's pull this a little closer. That should be about right in there somewhere, if I can get it. All right. Okay. I can take some of this black and water mix. And we can introduce some shadow in there. Just like that. Look at that. Put it right back in there. A little bit of that love right in here. See, just gradual. Look at that. Okay. Really up to you. I can take some of this black, a little touch of water, a little more black. Watch what I'm going to do here, because most of this is dry right here in this corner. And see that? See how you can make that even deeper in there? Okay, just like that. Your flowers in there like this. Come out here, do the same thing in here. Okay, all sorts of cute little things. All right, we're almost done. Gotta cough up some more green here. I don't think I got enough yellow for it. Yellow and black. That don't look too healthy. We'll see what we can do with it. I might have to dig into the tube here because I'm not liking how that looks. We'll see. We'll see. I just gotta loosen up the paint a little bit. Okay. All right. We'll pop one right up in here like this. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough. I can tell right now I'm not gonna have enough. So let's go into our sap green. That might be all right. That might work. I don't really do too many of these flowers like this with water, but I just wanted to show you that it can be done. It definitely can be done. So that's one there. We'll pop one here. Now obviously these guys will have the highlights in the shaded sides. They're gonna stick out. You kind of need them to. You're not gonna see them right now because I'm putting the base color on, but yeah. These fellas will have the highlights on them. Okay. Well, we'll just put it right here. It's all right. Right here. Just like that. All right. Now you can add white, or a little bit of orange. I mean, it don't matter right now at this point. Nice highlight color. The highlight color coming from this side. Just like that. Remember, water has a kind of a different feel, a different touch. Okay. You might have to go over it a few times if you're doing water. As long as you guys can pretty much see it. Okay. And you gotta really establish, in order for, sometimes you have to kind of give it a little little love tap there, a little push, and you can actually see where, you know, these, because sometimes your painting can just about be a little too busy. All right, so you're gonna have to kind of, I'm just giving a slight push of paint there, so you can actually see where some of these guys are. Okay. All right. Let's mess around with, we need a couple more leaves. A few more leaves here. So we're gonna pop a leaf, well, we have it kind of trailing right here. Just like that. So you got one here. Oh, let's just have one coming around in here like this. He's got them coming down that way. And well, we need one more. We'll put a darker one right in here. Right in there. We'll put a dark one right in here. Just like that. So get a little bit of white. Well, not really going to show much on that dark one, but right here, yes. Put it right in there. Same thing with this guy. Not bright enough. And that might make it a little bit. These just stick out just a little bit more. Like that. The light is definitely hitting it. Yep, somebody made popcorn. Good late night snack food, I guess. Occasionally I'll have some. Occasionally. As you can see, I'm just making it a little bit brighter. So, you know, poor guys can be seen back there. Nothing much back here with that one. Not really. Now I can just take straight green. Okay, well, I'll add a little black to it, but for the darker half of the leaf, I don't need too much. Right here. Just like this. That's plenty dark enough. Now you see things kind of pop out here. See that? Even back here. Even though you rarely see them, but I'll make one half of that darker than the other half. All right. Now I'm going to take a little bit of green and black. I'll put it right here. At this point, it don't matter. I'll water it up a little bit. And now I'm going to add some shadows from the leaf in there, just like this. See that? So I get some nice leaf shadow going there. Even back here, this fella. It's just shadow from the petals. Okay. almost forgot a spot. Right in there. That gets a little deep. Right in there. There. Cover some of that up there. Just like that. I think that's it. Let's take the, yeah, I think we're good. Let's make this, well, let me show you how I get rid of all of that. Because the water's gross. The tray is gross. So let's do something about that. Let's get rid of that. Let's put this over here. Let's get rid of this water because it is definitely looking kind of petrified. Let's drink some more of my now cold coffee. That's a little bit of Windex. So while the Windex is taking care of that, oh, you know, I put Windex on it and I forgot to sign my name. So let's take some Windex and white paint. So I don't have to worry about getting the paint, then it's got Windex on it. I wonder how archival this is. All right, let's take our Windex and white paint. We'll put it right here in the leaves, right here. Oh, maybe on the table. And we'll put it here on the table. Just like that. Oh, crap. I have nothing to rinse this off with. That's not good. That's bad for business, too. I gotta rinse it off there. Well, let's use the rubbing alcohol. Just rinse off the brush real quick. Well, it's not rubbing alcohol. It's just glass cleaner. All right, we'll put that right there. Let's peel the tape off this and see what it looks like so you guys can go to bed. Once again, this is Scotch tape. So I highly doubt anything's gonna really bleed through. Very, very, very crisp, very sharp border with this stuff. And it's what I prefer, my personal choice, really. But look at that for a border. And now you can see the effect of the wood grain. And remember, this is pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much dry. Okay. All right, it's pretty much a done deal. All I have to do really is varnish it. It is dry. And everything. Like I said, I don't really do too many of these. This is the first one I probably did with, or at least did in a very, very long time, that I just used water. All right, there's no glycerin or anything. It's just water and paint. That's it. Okay, and you know, I glazed some of this, glazed the leaves, you know, to get some of that depth in there, glazed this. Yet this flower is still, everybody can see is red. All right. I did not highlight it with white. It's, yeah, oranges and yellow ochres and whatever for a red flower. All right. It's just something I wanted to throw in there. I don't do too many buds either. I could have added more buds and tendrils all over the place. But what color does Windex and white make? A mess, to be honest with you. That's what Windex and white makes. It makes a mess. Actually, it makes white with, I call it Windex blue. Right there. That's what I call it. So, but anyway, I use the Windex. As you can see, this paint comes right off. Look at this. It just melts right off. Okay. Rubbing alcohol can do the same thing. All right, so it really depends on what kind of glass cleaner you use, you know, or rubbing alcohol. It all depends what you use. I mean, depending if you want your area to smell like a hospital room. I mean, it's up to you. Okay, but I wanted to at least show you this part. Some people really don't show you the part of cleaning all this goop up, and it is goop. I do go through mini paper towels. I do buy them by the box. Well, I paint probably a little more than the average person, so I go through a lot more, and I've been painting animals and houses and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, let's kind of paint a flower just to paint one. I had a busy. My Thursdays are usually pretty busy, so I kind of knew if I had the strength to do it, I'd probably come on tonight, later at night, But as you can see, guys, glass pellet, clean as a bean, ready for the next round. Okay, and yes, this black thing is also a pallet. This guy. All right, I used to use this one a lot too. It's actually covered with black duct tape, but I've used it plenty of times. So it went through its abuse too. Okay. But I wanted to show you, that's what I go through when I do those. But yeah, I showed you how to do this. Very interesting way to do it. Obviously, black kind of pushes out whatever you got up there in front. All right. And once again, glazing, no matter what method, the glazing will bring your objects back, while whatever else you didn't glaze kind of throws it out there in the front. Okay, I'm gonna hit the focus one more time, but I think that's just the lighting. All right. Yeah. Okay, it's going on midnight. You guys got to hit the sack. Yep. Windex blue? Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. That might be a color we just have to keep under our hats. And I don't know about that one. Windex blue. That might be a couple of almost a shade lighter than this stuff. So yeah. Let's see what else. I think that's really about it. Especially if it's about it for me anyway. Yeah. Let's see, what am I doing tomorrow? Don't know. Have no clue. Have no clue what to paint. I know what I got to do. I probably got to cut some more of these sheets out, and probably end up buying some more foam board. Yeah, I can hear the wind blowing out there, but it's not strong enough to push that tree down yet. But if them gusts get any stronger, well, we had 60-mile-an-hour winds a couple of days ago, so that's what caused a lot of damage. And there's more than one tree that fell, not on this property, but down the street, across the yard there. But this big one, once it falls, we're all going to hear and feel it, but it's gonna fall in the other direction. So. Yeah, well, if I make a steady habit of coming on at a certain time every day, they'll definitely float in. It all depends on what time I come on, So, okay, you guys know the drill. I'll take a photo of this, post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram, and of course I'll make a thumbnail of this for the YouTube thumbnail. I might just keep the title the same, whatever I named it. Oh, who knows? No, I can't do that. I just did that title just to tell everybody what subject I'm painting. So, who knows? I'll create a name for it. All right, let me get up off of here. Let me get this done. Thank you very much, guys, for sticking with me. I know it's late. I know some of you probably have to work, but I do appreciate it. I didn't intend to be on for 2 hours. This really shouldn't have taken that long, really. It's just me running my mouth and showing you how to do all this stuff and everything. Still a lot of activity in this, and believe it or not, because the flowers are waving around here, a little movement, so you know, a little looser than what I usually do. But then again, this is pretty much how it's gonna look if you just do paint and water. The glycerin helps you really control it. Water, cool, it dries fast, but that's one of the main problems. It dries a little too fast. That's why you would need the medium. That's why people would have probably rough time painting flowers with acrylic, for the simple fact of how quick it dries. And believe me, this is completely dry. All right, any paint on my hands is paint from earlier. So now this is dry, or it would have streaked already. Now it's completely done. It's dry. She's good. So just have to varnish it. It'll look very shiny when varnished. Ugh. Oh, that's right. That's right. You gotta get the shot. That's right. Wow, wow. Well, you know what? I hope that you know, it all goes well for you. You know, some people do get a little sick after that second one. So I hope it all goes well. I really do. But you know, you got to do what you feel you have to do to keep safe and keep everybody else safe. All right, guys. Have a good night. I shall see you when I see you. Thanks a lot. And until next time.